Hello, I am Dr. Romulo Pizaña from the Philippines. My testimony I have entitled as My Continuing Experience with Diabetes and Prostate Cancer. At the outset, I must say that giving a testimony about my medical experience, which happened some years ago, 10 years to be exact, about my diabetes, and 8 years ago, my prostate cancer. I cannot clearly recall the drama that the Lord allowed me to go through and the ups and downs in terms of my spiritual and physical barometer during those times. So I hope that you can understand now that I will seem to be like simply narrating the events without any particular color to it. My diabetes. As I look back in my younger days, elementary, high school, college, diabetes was just actually around the corner. I was fond of sweets, even food, all sugar. So actually, I like cakes, pastries, and whatever. So we and my sister, the end of the family, because we're 9 children, we would add sugar to all the foods given to us which we don't like when we were small. Ampalaya, okra, talong, and such. I liked so much pastries, ice cream, soft drinks, every meal. Fast forward, in the many years while I was watching my mother in the hospital, I did an errand for the medicines of my mother, and I had to go back to the hospital. But going back means I got stuck in traffic in one of the roads in Quezon City. It took me 3 hours before going back to the hospital because of flash floods, traffic, rains. When I arrived at the hospital, a doctor looked at me upon arriving and said, "Let me check your blood sugar." So he checked my blood sugar. It was 280. 280 with no food. That's very surprising. He asked me to come back to the hospital room of my mother the next morning. When I came back, I was then declared diabetic, given with initial medicine with request for blood examinations. So the changes in my life, drastic changes that is, came. Change of schedule, change of eating habits, and the like. At first, I resisted all this, but I was told I should follow the rules, lest all other organs that I have will be affected. My eyes, my nerves, my skin, my ears, and so forth and so on. I had to cry before the Lord to help me. I shudder at the thought that all my organs could simply fail one by one. Kidneys, liver, stomach, intestines, heart, lungs. Now let's go to my prostate cancer. My academic life in the University of the Philippines in Pampanga, one of the provinces, was very tumultuous, to say the least. Teaching, administrative work, 3 hours of travel every time I go to school, stress. Waking very early at 5 o'clock to ride the shuttle, my life was going berserk. Later, because of the other medical problems that I had, indicating possible problems with my prostate, I had to see a doctor. Tests to the left and to the right, and surely I was having problems with my prostate. At first, only enlargement of the prostate. Because my PSA, prostatic specific antigen, was going up and up, even with antibiotics, I went to another doctor with biopsy, and he discovered that 1/7 or 1/7 of my prostate had cancer, stage 4. So I had to go for a bone scan. Why? Well, because it's possible that the prostate cancer would have or could have metastasized to the bones. And after doing this, I called all my friends. After testifying at church, the first time I cried before a congregation, first experience that I had, and I really cried to the highest level, and the congregation cried with me. I said, I need your help. Please do pray for me. So what are the implications of this particular problem? I had to stop all activities. I had to stop my singing. I had to stop my conducting. I had to stop my travels to other countries with my choir. And I had to stop teaching in the meantime. I felt so unproductive and thought that this will be for the rest of my life. With the guidance of doctors and Christian friends, prayers of IVCF, the church, His Sounds, my choir, the Manila Concert Choir, my other choir, the Lord assured me that this is not the end of the world for me. My diabetes is now controlled after 10 years. My doctor is very, very happy. My prostate cancer, after 8 years of hormone therapy, is now controlled. And recently, before my vaccination for COVID-19, I was declared under remission by my oncologist. I have entitled this testimony as a continuing experience. I just have to be obedient to the doctors and to be obedient to the Lord. Hopefully, the Lord will allow me to continue being used by Him. Romans 8:28 says, all things work together for good to those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. May the Lord bless us with this testimony, and that the Lord will continue to help us to trust Him in everything. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, thank you and God bless you.